want to take a moment to begin this video and talk about this struggle we're having with this channel. It's really kind of the way that gun channels are interacting with Google and YouTube is affecting us, and it's affecting our ability to be able to produce content. So I want to take a moment and just ask you support us on Patreon, where a lot of the content we can't put here is going, and it supports this ministry. Many years ago, I was the head of school of a small Christian school in Johnson County, Missouri, and that school struggled financially, and it was really at the time, one of the only ministries in that county that was actually doing anything outside the walls. There were several churches, but they just did what they did. They put on their show and had their ladies' night and their kids' night, but nothing ever left the four walls of the church as far as support, help, the hands and feet of Jesus Christ, that sort of thing. And later I saw, as other ministries came into the county, like the prison ministry and a few others, they were going out seeking sponsorships, and the churches, they just wouldn't support any ministries at all. And if you then over the years, I thought, well, let's see what their budgets are, because their budgets are public. And 85% of it goes to salary. And the rest to mortgages and bills, guitars, lights, smoke machines, that sort of thing. And as somebody that was in the heart of ministry, I really just a righteous anger grew in me. And I started to think, well, in this town that I'm in, the nearest town to the school I was running was about 10,000 people. And I knew two other people that got it. Like, they understood what it meant to be the hands and feet of Jesus Christ. They understood what it meant to feed the hungry, clothe the naked, take care of the widows, orphans, visit the prisoners and sick. Not just take all that money and give it to yourself, which is consuming the sacrifice of the altar, by the way. God turned a guy inside out once for that. And he'll probably do it again, is my guess. Definitely curses are coming upon them. And I realized it was that kind of that number, well, there is a remnant on this earth. And I feel that that's kind of the heart of those people in the remnant, is they're looking at what it is God is wanting to do. And they're saying, well, okay, you can count on me, God, even though, resources might seem there, or there may be giants in the way, or a river that you have to cross that looks scary. That they were there. He's always there. And there's these few people that will just do this thing every time, no matter what God asks. But I say it, if you live in a town of 10,000, there's maybe 5 like you. The other 9,995 self-proclaimed Christians, they're just not really Christians. They're Christian by name only. So several years ago, I just put out a call to really just unite this remnant, because if there's, on average 2 to 5 in every town of 10,000, well, how are we ever going to unite? God will unite us for sure for the time of tribulation, but I believe that it is up to us to take those steps and walk forward into those things. So we meet as the remnant the first Saturday night of every month in Centerview, Missouri. The May and June meetings have been combined into Memorial Weekend. And that's really what this video is about, is, if you feel like this is you, like you're looking around, you go to church, nobody gets it at this church. You go to this church, nobody gets it there. And maybe after 20, 30 church visits, you run into one guy who kind of gets it. Those are the remnant, and that's what it's like for us right now. And I believe that God desires to unite us. If you have the ability to join us on Memorial Weekend, or if you just want to start following this, you just kind of want to follow these live, get the emails, that kind of thing, I'm going to put the email address below this video. Just say you're in. We'll include you in all those. Come join us in person. Come join us live, whatever the case may be. But I believe that God is uniting the remnant. And if you're part of that remnant, at least, in this region of the world, it's time. It's time to unite.